I am Monica Orr, Chairman for the Institute of Hospitality London, and on behalf of the London Branch Committee, I'd like to thank Dominic Wallace for hosting us here in these historic surroundings at the Society of Antiquaries for our London AGM. It is my pleasure and privilege to present to you my Chairman's report. This has been my first year as Chairman for the London Branch, and there have certainly been some changes and challenges along the way. And for those of you that read my monthly newsletter, you will have been following my journey over the past 12 months. Here at the London Branch, we are passionate about raising the profile of the hospitality industry, and in doing so actively encourage our student members and welcome new members to join us and participate in activities that we put on, as it is only through your support as members that we can continue to grow and promote the hospitality industry to all. Through the activities of the London Branch, we strive to support the London hospitality industry across all sectors, particularly in the areas of continuous professional development, hospitality education, and encouraging our aspiring hospitality managers to thrive. Last year at our AGM, which was held at Guy's Hospital, those of you that attended would have heard from Roy Summer from the Cavendish Hotel, who was one of our previous Aspiring Hospitality Manager Award winners. We also had Louis Saylor, who was General Manager for the Hotel Café role, present on the transformation of that iconic building. And as is the true global nature of hospitality, Louis Saylor now has moved on to be General Manager for the Leela Palace, New Delhi, India. As the hospitality industry is so transient in nature, it is so important to keep in contact with one another, and the London Branch help our members to do this through the initiatives and activities that we organise. Our events are open to all, including non-members. When putting this together, we're looking at ways to continually grow our membership by encouraging our members to reach out to students and non-members, so that they can also be involved in promoting the hospitality industry with us. Our activities are put together by our committee and are comprised of CPD events, continuing professional development, and social events. We also hold an annual Student Learning and Development Forum where students that attend have the opportunity to pitch to have a coach for 6 months. That coach is either a member of the London Committee or one of our Aspiring Manager Award winners. Our Aspiring Manager Award winners are individuals chosen by the organisation as they have demonstrated an outstanding contribution to the organisation, customer and colleagues, and they are our future role models for students developing their hospitality careers. They are presented with their awards at our annual Aspiring Manager Awards celebratory dinner. At our business CPD events, we invite guest speakers who present on topics that our members will benefit from, and we also run this odd social event just for fun. So let's review the past year to see how we've actually achieved this. This year our committee meetings we have changed, and the way we now run these, we will hold open and closed meetings. The closed meetings are just for elected committee members where we discuss and organise our events, and I'd like to thank Westminster Kingsway College and Springboard for hosting these. And our open committee meetings, which are open to guests and non-members to attend, and are run in conjunction with our business CPD events, similar to tonight's arrangements. So the business CPD events that we've run have included a presentation on the topic of sustainability, how to manage resources more efficiently, and to work more closely with the community in the ethical reuse of food waste. And that was held last June with Ed Franklin from the Sustainable Restaurant Association and Maria Anna Botella Neves from Plan Zero, which was held at the Cavendish. We had a very successful event at the Four Seasons Hotel in March when Katie Award winner Arnold Fuel spoke about how to provide great customer service to customers with disabilities. And later on tonight you will hear from Fran Hughes from the International Tourism Partnership on ethical consumerism. What is it and is it important? Our 8th Annual Student Learning and Development Forum was held at the Dickens Inn St Catherine's Dock last November, which saw 140 hospitality students from Westminster Kingsway College, the Edge Hotel School, City College Norwich, London College UCK, University of Surrey, University of Portsmouth, University of Brighton and University of West London attend a full-day event on Hospitality is More Than Just Hotels. The day was opened by Mark Angelo, CEO for SSP UK and Ireland, and as he welcomed our students and talked about SSP and his career. We then had a panel discussion on the graduate employment market, and our chair, Yanis Pantelides, put our panellists through their paces. The panel was made up of Melanie Stacey, Global Graduate Programme Manager for Merlin Entertainments, Anthony Pender, Director of Yummy Pubs, Ian Campbell, Club Secretary for the Caledonian Club, Jose Ruiz, HR Director for the Shangri-La at the Shard, and Jackie Clark from the Head of Resourcing for SSP UK and Ireland. The discussion left our students with some great tips on what to do to impress employers and stand out from the crowd. The students then heard from Ben McEwen, Sales Executive at Baxter Story, as he spoke about his career from student to business leader, and he left students with some great leadership tips. After lunch, the students were then introduced to Brett Lord, owner of Waldegraves and Cosways Family Holiday Parks. He started the session off with some motivational music and then talked about their award-winning formula of how he built up his business from a farmland plot to a family holiday resort. Waldegraves won the Best Holiday Park and overall Best Hospitality Venue 2013 at the Essex Tourism and Hospitality Awards. Anthony Pender from Yummy Pubs then gave a very inspirational talk on lessons in entrepreneurship as he explained about how he set up his company, which kept the students enthralled. It was then the turn of Joel Flagg, General Manager for the Palace Hotel, which is part of the Puma Hotels collection, and he spoke on the topic of the art of social networking to boost your career. One of his top tips was to set a Google alert for yourself. The day ended with the students being told about the Institute of Hospitality London's coaching programme. Students were invited to send in a 1-minute video pitch on how having a hospitality professional coach would be of benefit to them personally and professionally. This was then opened up for students to do a live pitch. From all the brave souls that stood up in front of their peers, lecturers and industry guests, 7 were selected to have one of the Institute of Hospitality's Aspiring Manager Award winners or London committee member coach them for free for 6 months from January to June. The students then had time to mingle with our guests and employers, and a surprise visit from Cyrus Todawala, OBE, from Cafe Spice Namaste, ended the day on an inspirational high for our students. Overall, it was a very successful event. Now running for its 5th year, our Aspiring Manager Awards were combined with the Institute of Hospitality's 75th Anniversary Celebrated Dinner, which was held at the Westbury. And congratulations go out to a further 3 Aspiring Manager Award winners. And they were Kelly Davis, Customer Service at Acquire Services, Maria Zlatareva, Deputy Head Housekeeper from the Cavendish, and Gregory Nadeau, General Manager from the Nadler Kensington, and he was nominated by Rape Tiger. Last year, our winners received their awards, CPD coaching from Purple Cubed, complimentary Institute of Hospitality membership, and luxury weekend hotel breaks. I'm delighted to announce that this year's awards we will also be introducing an Aspiring Hospitality Student Award. More on that later. So the other social events we held, we had our summer barbecue at the Montague in the Gardens. We participated in the HACCC Hotel and Catering Challenge Cup, which is an annual event for hospitality companies to enter and compete in a friendly football tournament. This year's event was held at King's House Sports Ground in Chiswick, and it's organised by Paul Gilly from CC Festivals. And this year, the Institute of Hospitality London were proud to partner them. 72 teams competed, and the winners were Gilgamesh Bar, the Connaught, the Lancaster London, South Place Hotel, and Apex City. We were invited to join the NACC for their Christmas dinner at the De Vere Sunningdale Park in Ascot, and the NACC is the National Association of Care Caterers. And in February, many of our members joined our Sussex branch for a tour and dinner at the ISS facility at Barclays Bank, Canary Wharf. And at this point, I want to thank all the directors, GMs, companies who have supported us in hosting events at these venues and taken part in our events in the past year, as it would not be possible to run these events without the support from you, our members and guests. So looking towards membership then. In May 2013, we had 877 members plus 122 EMS, and EMS stands for Educational Management Scheme. So these are students that are studying hospitality management at a hospitality college or university, and by doing so, they gain complimentary membership to the institute whilst they're studying. So comparing to this year, in May, we currently have 948 members plus 184 EMS. The London branch are very active on social media, and looking at the last quarter from January 2014 to May 2014, we have had on Facebook 258 in January, now slowly increasing to 266 fans. On Twitter, in January we had 343, and we currently have 426 followers, which is an increase of 83. And our LinkedIn group is going from strength to strength. In January, we had 1,807 members. Currently, we have 1,935 members, which is an increase of 128. However, as with our events, interaction and engagement is the key. So what's coming up for the remainder of this year then? Our next event is our Summer Social, being held on Thursday the 3rd of July, and it's the ultimate wine experience at Denby's Wine Estate. We will provide return coach travel for you to experience a 360-degree virtual vineyard tour, a winery walking tour and cellar tasting, and you'll have the opportunity to taste 3 of Denby's classic wines. Our next CPD business event is on the evening of the 16th of September, where we have Caroline Cooper presenting on the importance of customer loyalty. We also have a weekend away on Friday the 26th and Saturday the 27th of September, for those of you that would like to join me on an exclusive charity challenge as we complete the Yorkshire Three Peaks in a mere 10 hours. This is a national event and open to anyone who's passionate about the hospitality industry. Through the sponsorship route, it will only cost you £65 with a commitment to raise a minimum of £130 for the Institute of Hospitality. As an additional incentive, any individual that raises £1,000 will be given complimentary membership of the Institute for a year. On the 7th of November, we have exclusive use of Wivenhoe House Hotel for our Aspiring Manager Awards dinner, which will be run by the Edge Hotel students. There is an option to stay overnight for this event, or if you need to get back to London the same evening, then there's an option for a coach pickup. At this event, our nominated aspiring managers will receive their awards from the organisations. And also, as I mentioned earlier, this year we will be introducing our Student Award. For this award, a tutor will nominate their hospitality student by explaining why this particular individual deserves to be recognised. There will only be one Student Award, and the winning student will be announced on the evening. On arrival, you will be greeted with a sparkling wine reception, and after the awards dinner, there will be dancing with a Michael Bublé tribute act. This is going to be a fantastic celebratory evening, so remember to book your tables and accommodation now. Our Student Learning and Development Forum will be held at Central Working in Whitechapel, and the theme for the day is how to become a hospitality entrepreneur. There will be guest speakers and interactive workshops throughout the day. All information on our events can be found on the Institute of Hospitality, the London branch events page, our London branch Facebook events page, our LinkedIn group, and on Hotcat UK. Do follow us on Twitter at IOH London. And those of you that are members will also receive updates through my chairman's monthly newsletter. So if you haven't already, please do join us on LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter. And I look forward to seeing you at one of our events very shortly.